So Daniel, this is our private one-to-one Jacqueline Powerlift training.
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Thanks for keeping it such a good secret. You did really well, I have to say.
Well, you know, I do what I can.
Someone said that it was so secret that the whole of Cornwall are talking about it.
Well, that's awesome.
I don't know how true that is. Okay, so we're going to start this. I'm just going to, we are recording. Right, so we're going to start this training, and this was instigated by you, Daniel, because you wanted to experience the Jacqueline Power Anchor, yeah?
Yes.
Right, okay, you've read my book.
I am actually, it's the longest book I've ever read because I keep going back into chapters and keep rereading the chapters. So it's really awesome. I love how you laid out the protocol for the steps in the different segments. It's very well written. I just, on the Power Anchor, and I'm a more of an experiencer type of thing, so I can read it and try to absorb it. But unless I know that I've experienced it before I do it to my clients, right, that's how I want to portray it, because that's how I felt it.
Experience it first. Okay. Have you got the audio book or not?
I've got the audio. Yes, I've been listening on Audible.
Right. Well, thanks for the bigging up the book for me. That's. I'll give you the money later, right?
Oh, no problem. I'm happy to promote.
Right, okay, look, we're going to run this Power Anchor with you. And yes, a lot of the people that are watching will probably already know how to do an anchor. It's a very old NLP technique, as you know. If you've got your mics on, other than if you can switch it off, because I've now got Emma Belitsky on, and I'm just looking at her ceiling at the moment. So if you can just switch your mics off. I don't want to mute all, otherwise I won't be able to hear Daniel. So,
Freddie, you actually have the ability to shut off the mics for people.
Do I? All right.
Go on there and you can mute them.
Let me have a look then. All right, okay. So, mute. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, I won't mute me. That better not do that. Give me a second and let me just see if I can mute. Everyone else has got this off by the look of it. If anyone does switch it on, I now know how to do it. All right. Okay, so it's only you now, Angela, I think. That's, if you can mute yours, we're back to where we were. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Lovely. Thanks for helping. Right. So we all know basically how to anchor. It's a very old NLP technique, probably back from the 70s. And this is how it came to me. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. But when Bandler and Grinder first started out with the NLP, they started by modeling excellence. They figured they could take someone who's doing something brilliantly and copy and write down to what they're thinking, what they're saying to themselves. And they could pretty much replicate what that person's doing. And through that came the understanding that we are anchoring feelings with each other all the time. You know, those of us who are parents will have anchored feelings with our children. You know, if your little girl falls over, she gets hurt, you pick her up, you speak to her in a certain way, you hold her, you tell her she's going to be brilliant. And that feeling of anchoring that love and that touch and that sound of your voice, you anchor that feeling. Then even when they're 18 or 20, they get their heart broken for the first time, you know, you take the same tone of voice. And because you've anchored that security throughout their childhood, they just know they're going to be all right. So we're doing these things anyway, instinctively, naturally. What Bandler and Grinder realised that they could take what we're doing naturally and learn to do it so we could do it consciously. So we could put a feeling, an empowered feeling, into any part of our body. I personally have confidence in my hand. I put my hand in a certain way, I say a certain word, and I can feel confident. I've stacked on top of that feeling of confidence determination. and also fearlessness. Now, I can't remember the last time I needed any of those things. If I was to feel I needed more confidence, or I wanted to feel more determined or fearless, I can trigger that feeling of confidence and also trigger the feeling of determination and fearlessness. So we can stack anchors. So it's a brilliant, brilliant tool. And it's like my free gift to my clients. It's something we do after we've done their therapy. You know, I can give them an anchor for calm, I can give them an anchor for confidence, whatever they want. So we're going to run this with you, Daniel, as if you are my client for the evening, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing we want to do is elicit a feeling you'd love to have, or a resource you'd love to have at any time. Something you can say, if only I could feel like that at any time, that would enhance my life. What would it be?
I had to be confidence.
Confidence, okay. Right, okay. So that's the feeling we're going to install in this anchor. Now, this is how we do it. It's the feeling we're going to anchor, not a memory. So is there something you do that you feel really totally confident about? I'm really confident of that.
I do sales, and I do magic, and I do comedy stage shows.
And you're confident when you do them? You're totally confident?
Yes.
Or would you like to feel more confident?
I would like to feel more confident. I'm pretty good for the most part, but I would like to feel, of course, more confident.
Okay, right. Well, this is the joy of anchoring. You don't have to have had the experience yourself to actually anchor that feeling, because to your imagination, your body, it's pretty much the same thing. So if you know someone, you know, it might be a top magician, it might be someone you've seen performing, that you think, if I could have that confidence, that would be fantastic. So it might be one of the top magicians, you know, one of the best mentalists, or anyone that you think, yeah, that's the person I'd like to feel as confident as. You don't have to tell us who it is, but you've got one in mind. Have you got someone in mind?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do in a moment, because to get the feeling, we need three things. Firstly, though, we need a physical anchor and a trigger word. Now, the physical anchor can be anything you want, but I would say make it something subtle, like putting a middle finger and thumb together, or crossing. Yep. That's going to be it, is it?
Yeah, so I like that.
Right hand, ring finger and thumb.
Yes.
Okay, let go of it for now. Right, because you don't normally do that. Something you're going to use specifically for this trigger, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and we need a trigger word. One word that you're going to use to summon up this feeling of confidence. It could be the name of a person, name of a place, name of an object. But one word that you're going to use to trigger this feeling. You don't have to tell me what it is, but I need you to think of that one word. But something specific to using for this. The name of a person you love. Someone who, when you're around them, makes you feel confident. But one word or name that you're going to use specifically for this. You got one?
Yes.
Okay. So now you've got a physical anchor and you've got a trigger word, yeah?
Yes.
Right. This is what's going to happen. To get this feeling up, because it's the feeling you're going to anchor, not the memory. It's the actual feeling of total confidence we're going to anchor. To get that feeling up, we need three things. We need posture, breathing, and internal dialogue. In other words, if you're going to use someone else, let's say it's a star that you know, that when you watch it, you think, oh, I'd love to feel that confident, then I would ask you to do what they do. So would they be standing or would they be sitting?
When I saw this individual, they were standing.
Okay. So in a moment, you can stand up. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay. Then in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Now, what you can do is eyes open, eyes closed. I am going to hypnotize you first.
Okay.
Right, so you're going to be hypnotized standing up. You know what that feels like because you experienced it in Las Vegas. Right?
Yes.
So I'm going to hypnotize you. I'm then going to ask you to imagine being that person. In fact, step into their body and imagine what it feels like to be that person. I'm going to ask you to breathe how you breathe when you're feeling total confidence. I'm going to ask you to say what you say to yourself. So the internal dialogue you're going to use to summon up this feeling of total confidence, okay? And then when you feel it, because I won't know because I'm thousands of miles away and I'm only watching you, I want you to put that trigger on. Put your finger and thumb together. I will then say, as I see that go together, I will then start to count. And all you have to do is hear the trigger word in your mind. So you're going to repeat that trigger word at the same time as holding the anchor on. Have you got that?
Yes.
So let me go over it again. I'm going to hypnotize you. I want you to stand how you'd stand if you're feeling totally confident. I want you to breathe how you breathe when you're feeling that feeling. I want you to say what you say to yourself when you're feeling confident. And then when you absolutely feel that feeling, you could do anything, you could achieve anything. Only then I want you to put that finger and thumb together. I will say, hear that trigger word. You repeat the word as you keep that feeling going. And I'm going to count for maybe 7, 8, 10 seconds.
Okay.
And while I'm counting, that you're going to hold that feeling, okay? I will then say this, let go of the anchor and open your eyes in that order.
Okay.
Now we're going to do this 3 times. On the 3rd time of feeling that feeling of confidence, when you anchor that feeling is going to be anchored into your body forever. So make it an incredible feeling, okay? Because I won't know. If you're only going to anchor a mediocre feeling of confidence, that's all you're going to trigger. So bear in mind, although these people are watching, and you know, although this one-to-one private training we're doing, there might be some other people watching. I understand that for the next few minutes, you're all that matters to me, Daniel. All right?
Yes.
You know, this is although this is a demonstration of how this works. Over and above that, what really matters here is by the time we finish this evening, you have a feeling of total confidence in your hand. Okay? Right. So, anyone else who's watching, if you want to take part in this, you can. Obviously, I won't know when you're feeling that feeling, but if you want to go along with the same pace as Daniel, then the chances are we can anchor that feeling of confidence into as many people as possible this evening, okay? But I'm going to be speaking to Daniel, I'm going to be focused on Daniel, and that's what's going to happen, okay? So, first I'm going to hypnotize you, and all the rest of you can experience this as well, because although this is not part of this private one-to-one training, I'm going to show you my online induction. It's a very simple induction. It works, as far as I know, every time so far. If you are watching this and you're not, I'm not on screen, I can't see you. So make sure that if you're sitting down, your chair will support you. And make sure if you're standing up, I'm going to suggest that your legs will support you, okay?
Would you like me to stand up?
I'd like you to stand up. Obviously, if you can get the camera so I can see you, that would be great.
Yeah, let me...
Oh, that'll be fine, okay? If you step back, I think we'll be okay there.
Can you see me?
Perfect. That's perfect, all right? So, I know what I want you to do. When you in a moment, when you feel that feeling, I want you to actually lift your hand up and put that finger and thumb together, because otherwise I won't see your hand. And I need you, when you feel that feeling, just to lift your hand and put those finger and thumb together. But firstly, Daniel, I'm going to hypnotize you, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Say I'm ready, Freddie.
I'm ready, Freddie.
Right, great. Okay. Well, I want you to do this, okay? Just anyone else wants to experience going into hypnosis, you can do this as well. Just pull your right hand up in front of your face, about 3 inches from your face, facing away from you, palm facing away, other way around, Dan, that's it. And just drop your hand forward so your fingers are pointing away from you. Drop your wrist down, so that's it, so your fingers are pointing away. Now, look at a spot on the back of that hand, or a line on the back of your hand, and just focus on that spot on the back of your hand. As you focus on that spot, I'd like your unconscious mind, when it's ready to do this and allow you to go into the most profound state of hypnosis, your legs will support you. When it's ready to allow you that experience, I want you to start to turn that hand towards your face. I do not want you to do anything. I just want you to focus on the back of your hand. And as you focus on the back of your hand, you're going to feel those fingers starting to turn towards your face. In a moment, when those fingers touch your face, your eyes will close, and you're going to drop into the most profound, wonderful state of hypnosis. Your chair, if you're sitting in one, your legs, if you're standing up, will support you. Feel that hand being pulled towards your face, Daniel. That's right, you can try and hold it still now and find it turns even quicker. And when that hand touches your face, your eyes will close, your body will relax, your hand will drift down only as quickly as you can experience going to the most profound, wonderful state of hypnosis now. That's right. Your legs will support you. You'll stand. That's right. Now I'd like you, Daniel's unconscious mind. I want you to think about that person that you want to feel as confident as. I want you to picture that person. Imagine that person standing right in front of you. And you can notice the way they move and the way they breathe. When you're ready to experience that feeling of total confidence, I want you to step into that body and feel what that feels like. And start to breathe how you breathe when you're that feeling of confidence. Breathing in confidence, breathing out doubt, breathing in fearlessness, breathing out fear. Feel that feeling of confidence starting to fill your body. Breathe how you breathe. See what you see. Hear what you'd hear. Say what you say to yourself when you're feeling total confidence. You can do anything. You can achieve anything. Feel that feeling getting stronger and stronger. Feel it filling you up, lifting you up, lighting you up. That's right. Body moving. And when you absolutely feel that feeling through every cell, every fibre of your body, good. Hear that word in your mind. Keep that feeling going. Feel it even stronger. In every cell, every fibre, every neuron of your body. Keep it going now. Feel it even stronger. Total confidence. Total fearlessness. Keep it going. That's right. Let go of the anchor. Let go of the anchor. Open your eyes. Okay, was that a good feeling?
Yes.
Right, now it's going to be even stronger the second time, all right?
Okay.
So when you're ready to go back into that feeling, this time you're going to go into hypnosis. All you're going to do is take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, allow your eyes to close and go all the way back into hypnosis, even deeper than before. And once again, step into that feeling. Feel that feeling in your lungs, in every cell, every fibre. Feel that feeling of total confidence, filling you up, lifting you up, lighting you up. Feel it flooding your body. Say what you say to yourself when you feel that feeling. I can do anything. I can achieve anything. I am fearless. Feel it going through your body now. An incredible vibration of confidence going through your body, filling you up. And as you feel that feeling, when you feel it totally, only then let me know. Breathing in confidence. Hear that word in your mind. Keep that feeling going. Feel even stronger now. Feel it flooding your body with confidence. A fearlessness you may have never experienced before. You can do anything. You can achieve anything. Hear that word in your mind. Keep that feeling going. Okay, let go of the anchor. Open your eyes. That's a good feeling, was it not?
Yes.
You can do anything with that feeling. You can do anything, can you, with that feeling?
Yes.
Right, this time it's going to be double strength. And remember, whatever you're feeling in a moment, when you get that feeling of confidence, it's going to be a feeling that you're going to have in your body, in your mind, forever, anchored into that hand, okay? So make it an incredible feeling, because I won't know. And I want you to finish this evening with that incredible feeling of confidence that you can go into anything, into your magic, into your hypnotherapy, into all the rest of your life, feeling that feeling, all right? So when you're ready to go back in, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, allow your eyes to close and go even deeper into hypnosis. That's right, feel that feeling. Now when you're ready, step back into that feeling of confidence. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel. Feel that feeling of confidence flooding your body, flooding your mind. Breathing in confidence, breathing out doubt, breathing in fearlessness, breathing out fear. Feel that feeling filling you up. Hear that word in your mind. Keep it going. From today, whenever you want to feel the way you feel now, you put that finger and thumb together. You hear that word in your mind. You'll instantly go back to this feeling of confidence. From today, no matter where you are, you hear that word in your mind. You put that finger and thumb together. You will instantly go back to this feeling of total confidence. From today, no matter where you are, you put that finger and thumb together. You hear that word in your mind. You will instantly go back to this incredible feeling of confidence. Let go of the anchor. Open your eyes. Right, that was a great feeling, is it not?
Yes.
You can do anything now, can you not?
What's that?
You can do anything, can you not?
Of course I can.
Okay, you don't have to close your eyes. I would just put that finger and thumb together. Say that word. See what happens in your body.
Automatically, my posture straightens.
Excellent. Grab your seat and sit down. Right. You know, this This is a technique. I don't know if you know, well, Kelly Woods and I are running a course for kids called Keen. Kids Empowered Easily and Naturally. And what we're teaching in that is teaching hypnotherapists how to get groups of parents together, teachers together, and teaching them some simple hypnotic tools that you can use, that they can help their kids use and teach their kids to use. And anchoring is one of those techniques. When you teach a kid how to anchor a feeling of confidence, when you teach a kid how to anchor a feeling of fearlessness, you're going to change that kid's life. And there are two ways of anchoring a feeling. You can do it overtly, like we just did then. You can teach someone how to do it. You can teach a child how to do it. You can teach your clients how to do it. Or you can do it covertly. If you have a child that's too young to understand how to do this overtly, you can do it. We're doing it anyway. Let's get that straight. We are anchoring feelings with our kids. We're anchoring feelings with our clients. We're anchoring feelings with our partners all the time. In fact, you cannot not anchor feelings.
Right.
And I think it's a thing that a lot of talking therapists miss out on. If you've got only one therapy chair in your room, and someone comes in and you ask them about their problems, and if your way of working is, you know, looking into the past, and then when they're thinking about those problems, they're actually feeling that feeling again. Now, what people don't realise is if you're sitting in a chair and you're reliving trauma and things from the past, you tend to anchor that feeling into that chair. And I think that's sometimes why people go away and they feel better. They come back for their second session, they sit in a chair, and they immediately feel that feeling of being down.
Right.
I think as therapists, we need to be aware. If we are eliciting, I don't personally do it, but if we are eliciting past trauma and negative feelings from the past, we need to know that we need to change the chair every now and again, just so people get out of that feeling of anchoring. We all have our own chair at home, probably, where we sit and we immediately doze off. We've anchored that thing of relaxation.
Right.
Yeah. So it's the same in the therapy room. It's just a little thought. That's when we understand how we anchor feelings. We're doing it with people all the time. You know, if you see your child in a really good state, put your hand on their shoulder and just tell them you love them, or you tell them how brilliant they are. You know, if you do that over a period of time, when they're in an up state, when they're feeling great, then when they're not feeling so good, and you put your hand on their shoulder and you say, you know, you're beautiful, I love you, they're going to immediately trigger that feeling. Do it with our partners. You know, when your partner's feeling particularly generous, you know, put your hand on his shoulder, say you're brilliant. Then when you do need a new coat or a new dress, you can just say you're brilliant, and his chance he's going to buy you one, all right? But don't tell him I said that, Angela. I'm in trouble. No, but anchoring is a beautiful thing, and it's something we can give. It doesn't take long to do.
No.
It's something we can do for our clients. Most of our clients would love to feel differently, or love to have a resource. You know, when I'm in a situation at work, I'd love to be able to feel calm. You know, and the thing about anchoring is we can stack anchors. As I said, I've got 3 resources on one anchor. So when I trigger the feeling of confidence, I trigger the feeling of determination. If I trigger the feeling of determination, I trigger the feeling of confidence and fearlessness. You know, you're going to have that. You can stack anchors on that confidence anchor now. You could put determination on it, or you could put calm. So when you're feeling confident, you're also feeling totally calm.
Yeah.
You remember exactly the same word, the same anchor. And if those two resources go together, obviously I'm really excited and really relaxed. That's going to be a bit weird. But, you know, you can put resources together that work. So it's a fantastic tool. And I think you can do this for your friends. You know, if you've got a friend that comes and says, you know, I'm in this situation, I just don't know what to do. Say, well, what would you need to feel to be able to deal with that? If they say, I need to feel more confident, then you can put that feeling into their hand. And for your clients, it's a brilliant tool. You know, I had a guy once, and the thing is, when you're in that room and people trust you, you'll be amazed what people say. If you want to ask a question.
Yeah. So when I'm in a session with a client, one of my questions was, when in the session is a good time to install the anchor? At the beginning, at the end, at the middle?
Well, I normally do this at the end. All right, but let's take. I have people come and see me for cocaine, and I see them for cannabis. I see them for heroin. Now, the thing about that is, yes, you can take away the drug, and we know we can do that with hypnosis, and we can do it pretty quickly. But my thing is, if that person smokes cannabis to feel calm of an evening, a lot of people smoke it just before they go to bed, or they sit and they'll have that drug. If what I say is, if I could put that feeling into your hands, so the need for the drug's gone, would that be a good thing? You know, how good would it be? I mean, I don't smoke cannabis, I don't smoke at all, but I haven't taken any drugs. But I can imagine that to put a feeling of total calm, I've seen people in it, it looks pretty damn good to me. But how about having that feeling in your finger? So when you sit down of an evening, you've had a day, worked all day, and you get in, instead of lighting a joint, which is going to destroy your lungs and destroy you mentally eventually, how about just, if you've had the feeling of, if you know what it likes to be stoned, and you can get your client back into that state, which is pretty easy through hypnosis, then when they're in that state of total bliss, or whatever you want to call it, you can put that feeling into their hand. You know, I have people who take cocaine, it's killing them, it's costing them, and they don't want to do it anymore. But the feeling of confidence someone can get when they're on it, you know, they say, well, when I've taken a line of coke, I feel I can rule the world. People who are a bit shy might take cocaine to go out and start and socialise, because it gives them that extra whatever. They don't want to do the drug. But what if you could put that feeling into their hand, which you now can? You know, instead of just taking it away from them, why not give them that feeling of, you know, I can rule the world. I feel fantastic. I can speak to anyone, if that's what they use it for.
Right.
So people want to be free of the drug, but that feeling they get from it, why not give it back to them as an anchor? And I say to them, if I could put that feeling in your hand, then the need for a drug would be gone. They go, absolutely. So why would I not do that for them? You know, that's the joy of anchoring. If you can imagine what it feels like. And I had a guy once came to see me and he said, I said, how do you want to feel? He said, I want to feel invincible. So I said, have you ever felt invincible? He went, no. I said, do you know anybody he is? He said, yes. I said, who? He said, Superman. So I said, well, we need three things: posture, internal dialogue, and breathing. So he went like this. Superman mode.
Right.
This is the crazy thing about anchoring. If you can imagine what it feels like to be Superman, then you can anchor the feeling. That's why I said to you, you don't actually have to have felt confident. If you know someone who is, and you can imagine what it feels like to be that person, then you can anchor that feeling. And that's what you've done tonight. You know, because a lot of people say, I've never felt confident.
Yeah.
How are you going to anchor something they've never felt? But they say, I've got a friend, she's totally confident. Can you imagine what it feels like to be Jenny? Yes. Well, then get into mode. And the moment they feel it, you can anchor it.
Yeah.
And you've got that forever, Daniel. And you're also going to teach other people how to do it.
I am.
You know,
and I have a few clients right now that I really wanted to install some good anchoring with. And that's one of the reasons why I put it up on the site, to get an experience so I can give this to them.
You know, people might say, well, what's the difference between the power anchor and a normal anchor? You know, the difference is we're hypnotists. And so I'm going to hypnotize my client first, because anything you can get without hypnosis, you can enhance and increase with hypnosis. And, you know, your job here is to be the coach. You saw me in it then. You know, I want you to breathe in that confidence. I'm going to encourage, not stand and go, okay, when you feel it, let me know. You know, I want to be in it with you. You know, see what you see, hear what you hear, get passionate about it and build it up. You know, increase it for that person. Keep it going, feel it even stronger. So we're going to hypnotize the person first, and you can do it however you want to. You know, I suggest you don't take a long-winded, progressive induction. Use one of your instant inductions. Most of you have got them now. They're very simple, you know, and you can do it. And just say, okay, if they've been for you before, you can just use that. Remember that last place you were in hypnosis with me, and just go there. But if not, if it's their first time, use some simple, rapid induction. And then once they're in hypnosis, you increase that feeling.
Okay.
Remember the sequence. You have to elicit the feeling they want.
Yeah.
Set up a physical anchor and a trigger word.
And a trigger word. Explain
how they're going to get the feeling. Breathing, posture, internal dialogue. So if it's calm, just say, when have you felt calm? If they say, well, when my kids are asleep and I'm in the bath, I've got my candles on, I've got a glass of wine, well, get them as close to that position as possible so they can really experience that feeling. If it's an up feeling like confidence or determination or excitement, if they say, I feel it when I'm standing up, get them to stand up. Stand up with them and really encourage that they work with it, okay? And you're the coach, you're the person that's building this up. So the first time they do it, then it goes together. You say, as soon as you see that the anchor go on, you start counting. But you're also saying to them, hear that trigger word. So now they're connecting those two things. And you're going to count maybe 7 or 8 seconds as you're encouraging them to feel the feeling. Feel that's even stronger. Hear it, feel it stronger and stronger now. So you're encouraging it while you're counting. You get to 7 or 8, and you say, let go of the anchor and open your eyes in that sequence. If they open your eyes first while they've got the anchor on, it sort of waters it down. Well, that's the idea, the theory. So you let go of the anchor, open your eyes.
Right.
And then give them time to sort of clear the screen. Then you're going to go back to it. But this second time, because they've had the experience of hypnosis and they've only just come back out of hypnosis, it's easy to say, take a breath in. As you breathe out, go back into hypnosis. And they're going to do what you did, Dan. You're going to go even deeper. And you can suggest to going even deeper. And then get back into that feeling. Once again, you encourage it, okay? When you see it, so you do it for a second time, when you let go of the anchor, open your eyes, come back in the room. Now, the third time, because we're hypnotists, and this is where we differ from NLPers, because we're hypnotists, we're going to give a very direct post-hypnotic suggestion. They're in the feeling, you've seen the anchor go on, you say, hear the trigger word, and then you get into this very direct suggestion. From today, whenever you put that finger and thumb together and you hear that word in your mind, you will instantly go back to this feeling of confidence. From today, no matter where you are, you put that finger and thumb together, you hear that word in your mind, you will instantly go back to this incredible feeling of confidence. And you repeat it 3 times within sort of 20 seconds. Don't spend an hour just repeating these 3 things, okay?
Right.
Repeat 3 times within 20 seconds. Let go of the anchor, open your eyes. And then I generally get my client to sit down and I say, about 5 minutes later, I say, just put that finger and thumb together, hear that word in your mind, see what happens. And like you, they instantly get that feeling through their body. Right, so it's a very simple technique, but it's a very powerful thing. It's a wonderful thing to give people. I look on it as like a free gift that I give my client at the end of that thing, But
that's fantastic.
You can use anchoring for self-hypnosis. So when you're into self-hypnosis yourself, you can give yourself an anchor and a trigger word. So if it takes you a few minutes to go into self-hypnosis, you can do it more quickly by anchoring the feeling. And remember that your clients are anchored into your therapy chair. So each week, yes, you can practice different techniques for inductions, or you can say, just remember that experience you had last week. Listening to the sound of my voice, and as you hear my voice, as you remember that feeling, you go back in. You don't have to do a formal induction every time with your clients because they're anchored to your voice. And there are people out there, I'm sure, that if you've been working with them, as soon as you start to speak, you'll see them start to go. Your voice. Sometimes you have to try and struggle to keep people out of the hypnosis while you're having a little chat with them, because normally they just disappear in. So that, in a nutshell, what this is about. I hope you all get it. If you're doing online inductions, if you're doing online work, and I know a lot of you are, this induction I just love, because you know what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. Just focus on the back of your hand, look at one spot, and as you look at that spot, I'd like your unconscious mind, as soon as this goes on, I'm no longer talking to the client, okay? So turn that hand towards your face only as quickly as it's ready to experience total profound hypnosis. When a hand touches their face, generally this is what happens. They drop their arm down and they go in. I hypnotized someone in Canada last night in their car, in a car park. And I had to remember, because I did it before, and luckily the person had their seatbelt on. So I had to remind this person to put the seatbelt on, because sometimes as soon as they go, they just disappear.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of what your situation is. But that's the joy of this internet now. For a long time I avoided using Zoom or Skype, because I thought you can't possibly do such good work. But now I'm speaking to people all over the world and getting results with people.
Yeah, fantastic.
It is fantastic. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the experience.
I did. And I had questions written down, but it went through how I had them written down, and I'm good to go. Okay,
well, if anyone's got any questions, switch your mics back on and you can ask me. I'm not dashing off anywhere for a moment. I'm quite happy to answer any questions. I'm here for you, so please ask, and if I can answer them, I will. So if you switch your mic on, you should come back up when you're speaking to me.
Hey, Freddie.
Do I need to switch you on?
I think so. Hey, Freddie.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too, mate. I do.